I start having a sneeze fit. Can I hear myself? I think I heard myself. Did I hear myself? I think I heard myself. Yep, I did. Did I hear myself? Hello everyone, Bubble Ninja 720 here, bringing you part 170 of my playthrough for Final Fantasy XIV. When we last left off, I made it to Tuliolal in Tural. Basically the hub of Dawn Trail. So let's go ahead and get shit started. The nation of Tuliolal. A mountain chromite weapon copper. Interesting. Right then, first things first. Uh-oh. Still a bit queasy. No more boats for a while. I realize we just arrived, but we should get you familiar with the city before the rite of succession begins. No arguments here. I should very much like to explore. Then I'll guide you. Are you sure you're in any condition to do so? I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. Sheesh. Where is my button? There it is. That's better. Aha! We were wondering who these strange folk were. So the third promise has found herself some new followers then. Followers? Buklamat, are you unwell? Not at all. Couldn't be better. The third promise does not get seasick, no sir. As for my hand-picked entourage here, I've recruited them to help me win the rite of succession. I was about to show them around the city, in fact. That sounds lovely. But a group of foreigners is going to attract attention, especially if they're in the company of the third promise. Everyone will be curious, we certainly were. Your siblings have a tendency to command a respectful distance, but you're just so easy to approach. And I enjoy it so much when you do. Please, don't ever worry that you're a bother to me. You're very kind. Good day to you, third promise. They did have a point. Mukulamat is technically royalty here. Like it or not, a person of her station surrounded by this many outsiders is about to draw a crowd. Wait, what do you mean technically? I suggest you move in two groups so as to attract less attention. Just technically ignoring me then? Kiro, you and Krau can come with me. I'll take the twins then. We'll get in touch once we've had a good look around. That voyage was hard on all of us, so take it slow and recuperate. We have time enough for that. Enjoy your wanderings. Perhaps we should wait a bit, at least until Wuklamat's nausea subsides. No need for that. Look, I'm ready to go. Ugh. Oh, that music. I'm fine now, really. Can't stand around all day feeling sorry for myself. What with the contest looming and all. Now then, seeing as we're already here, I might as well tell you about the harbor. Arnville already mentioned the reefs in our coastal waters, which explains why you don't see any big ships moored at the docks. Only vessels with shallow drafts can navigate the bay, mostly small fishing boats or barges ferrying cargo up and down the rivers from inland settlements. Much of the incoming traffic is from Yoktural, the southern landmass. The clans there produce various goods for export. Their wares are unloaded here and carted off to the merchant stalls in the neighboring markets. Speaking of which, Bayside Bevy should be our next stop. Wilklamot and Kryl are now accompanying you. Keep them at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. You can leave your quest companions behind by entering a different area, or by speaking with them and selecting the option to part ways. If you wish to have your companions join you again, return and speak with them at the original location. While you are accompanied, you may encounter conversation points along the way which offer additional topics of discussion. Enter the glowing area and speak with the quest companions to initiate these bonus conversations. Enjoy exploring your surroundings together. Let's talk with them first. Wandering around the city is so exciting. Unfamiliar wonders everywhere we look. Tuliulal is like my own garden. I could lead you around with my eyes closed. If this tour were a ship, I'd be plain sailing all the way. It'd be plain sailing all the way. The word ship alone is enough to curdle my stomach. So we learned a valuable bit of information from our third promise. She gets seasick easily. A lot of stuff crammed into this area. This is Bayside Bevy, Tuliulal's largest marketplace. Being right on the harbor, everything from fresh fish to imported wares go directly to the shelves. Anything you want, they most likely have. Alright, I should mention that here in Tuliulal we buy things with Pel, a currency that the Pelu Pelu created. But don't worry, more and more trade is coming in from Eorzea, so most shops are happy to accept your gil. There's also... Whoa, Jesus. Waku Mekep Meki. Oof. Another market to the east of here, but that could wait for another time. I have other places I want to show you first. Next we'll head back a bit, then northwards up the stairs to a certain plaza. I can't wait to see the look on your faces. Oh... The names are gonna start getting a little crazy. What do you think of that, eh? Goodness me. You have Aetherites in Tuliulal? I think I told you before, but my brother Koana spent 3 years studying in Charlian. He fell in love with the nation and its ways and brought back to us the knowledge of Aetherite construction. Papa warmed to the idea at once, had one built immediately. Did you do the attuning thing? If you're ready to continue, we'll head down again and then up the slope to the side. Right at the top is the gate which leads to Jacques Tural. Let's make a stop at Bright Plume Post on the way, though. That's the headquarters for the Lance Guard. Alright, so I think I only snagged the main Aetherite. I don't think I snagged anything else. Yeah, I don't have anything. So, as I go running around, I gotta go grabbing Aetherite. So I should probably run back and go get the Bayside Bevy one. I could have done this while I was, you know, not on for a while, but didn't think about it. Plus, I think I've done all my attuning while I actually was online instead of off camera. And I think I might hit level 94 after this quest is done. Tuliulal is not exactly a straightforward area. It's a lot of like hilly, mountainy areas. It's a very beautiful place, it's just sometimes getting places kind of sucks. We have a lot of narrow, winding streets that crawl up the sides of the mountain. As you can see, though, the builders made sure the city's main thoroughfares were wide enough to accommodate wagons. Okay, cool. Trudging up and down all these slopes of stairs is exhausting. I understand now where Wilklamot gets her endless endurance. So where are we? Oh, okay, so we're going up this way. I can't sprint yet. Sprinting used to be used extremely only for non-combat things. Because back in the day, you had a third bar for a stamina bar. And your stamina bar was used for all physical attacks. And if it ran out, you couldn't use your physical skills. You could only auto-attack. And auto-attacking is meh in this game. And if you sprinted, it immediately took your stamina bar from anywhere where it was at to 0. Which was, of course, you either run away and commit to the run, or you commit to the fight. Because if you ran away, you were pretty much a sitting duck, unless you were a caster. Here we are, Bright Plume Post. The soldiers stationed here are responsible for defending Tuli-Yolal and preserving the peace. The Landsguard are led by our nation's strongest warrior, and so naturally Papa has commanded them since the beginning. At least until 3 years ago when Zaralja took over as commander. The title is no empty honor. It means the first promise is considered equal to the Dawn Servant in martial strength. Meanwhile, I haven't even managed to... Well, I'll discuss my brothers and their accomplishments later. Alphado and Alice should be around to hear it too. Come on, it's time I showed you to the Skygate. It's right at the northern end of Talon March. The big gate. They go big or go home here. Massive, isn't it? And on the other side is an equally massive bridge to match. Both were constructed by a race of giants, the Yokhoi. Strictly speaking, Turel is actually two separate continents. Yok Turel, the southern lands of the mother, and Jacques Turel, the northern lands of the father, which lie beyond the bridge. Legends say it used to be one great landmass, but long ago the two gods fought a titanic battle, and when one threw the other to the ground, the impact was so devastating as to split the continent in twain. A familiar sounding tale. I am put in mind of the conflict between Hydaelyn and Zodiark. But getting back to Jacques Turel, those lands are also part of the Tuli-Yolal nation, correct? That's right. Isn't my father incredible? He united the peoples of two continents into a single nation. The many clans in Turel had been at war for generations. It was only when Papa traveled the land and put a stop to their myriad conflicts that we finally had peace. And that's the main reason I want to win the throne, so I can preserve the peace he built. But I see you're more interested in what's behind the gate than hearing about my aspirations. Crossing the bridge to Jacques Turel requires a special travel pass. Unfortunately, they won't issue any new permits until the Rite of Succession is over. I promise to get you one when I'm Dawn Servant, but until then, you'll just have to wait. Sorry about that. I had a sneezing fit just now. I'll hold you to that. Then I'll make sure you win, mark my words. I wish we could go there right now. It's like, I'll hold you to that. I've never broken my word. Once the throne is mine, that travel permit is yours. Sweet. I just have to earn it. Nope. We must have covered half the city by now. Tuli-Yolal is unlike any other place I visited. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. Yep, I leveled. A city of stairs. We'll head west next, towards the Arch of the Dawn. The dirigible landing is on the way. You have dirigibles too? Tuli-Yolal certainly doesn't want for methods of travel. We get by. Now, if you've seen enough of this area, let me know and we'll continue on. The Arch of the Dawn is on the other side of the city, so speak up if you see something that interests you as we walk. Will Clement and Kryle are now accompanying you, again. Keep them at your side in order to proceed with the quest objectives, again. You can leave your quest companions behind by entering a different area, or by speaking with them and selecting the option to part ways. If you wish to have your companions join you again, return and speak with them at the original location. I hope you aren't too tired. Tuli-Ulal still has plenty of sights to see. We should heed Aranval's suggestion and take it slow where we can. I imagine we'll need our full strength for the contest to come. Yep. Damn, controlling my controller with one hand was not helpful. I didn't just want to have to stand still, I blew my nose. So almost 1,000,000 XP per quest turn-in. Yeah, I'm definitely hitting 100 before the end of this one. I'm still struggling to conceive how one could construct an entire city on the side of a mountain. This was originally the site of the Yokhoi Temple. The giants built it when they were first making the bridge to Jacques Tarel to appease the god who slumbers in the Great Ocean Trench. After the Yokhoi withdrew, the temple stood empty for centuries, so when Papa was establishing his new nation, he saw a structure he could refurbish into a palace sitting practically in the center of Tarel. He gathered artisans to do the work, and the houses they built for themselves became the foundation of the city you see today. Speaking of houses, we'll be passing through the Resplendent Quarter, the biggest residential district in Tuli-Ulal. We climb these sets of stairs here all the way up. Probably should have went downstairs and got the aetheryte, but oh well. We're going up. Papa's palace is called Volakshunsa, which roughly translates to invincible resilience. You probably want to take a closer look, but we'll be coming back here later. Let's move on for now. The sheer scale of this place is incredible. I wonder what the carving at the top represents. It is Gigando. I'm going to get the aetheryte right fast first, though. Pays to get these. So that when you come back to the, you need to go to the area, you can always just port. Alright, so we're going over here, straight to the Resplendent Quarter. Look at that horizon. What a view. A few more aetherytes to get. Alright, so this is the Resplendent Quarter. What manner of people live here? We have residents from all of Yogg-Tarel clans. Mamulja, Zibral, Pelu Pelu, Moblin, Hanu Hanu. We also have Tonawawata, Hetsuro, and Shatona, who moved south from their ancestral lands in Zak-Tarel. In essence, it's a gathering of people from every corner of Tarel. A true representation of Tuli-Ulal's diverse character. The adornments on each building contribute to the eclectic culture aesthetic. It's also so beautiful. I'm glad you think so. Come, we continue down the stairs. Before we get this. Or after, I mean. Get this first, then go down the stairs. There we go. That big drum there is called the Dawn Herald. They play it for formal occasions, like when honoring the Landsguard's return from a dangerous duty. Ah, interesting. I tried hitting it with my axe once and ripped the skin. Earned me a proper scolding, let me tell you. I think that was the time Papa held me upside down by the ankle. I've never seen such an enormous drum. What would one even use to beat such an instrument? The bodies of war criminals, I don't know. And here are our dirigibles. Not bad, eh? I hear other nations use airships to sail the skies, but you'll only find balloons in Tulu-Yulao. We have them for the exact same reason as the Aetherites. Kona brought back the plans from Charlian, and Papa thought them fantastic and commissioned their construction. This was around 3 years ago. Since that time, we've added flights to other settlements. Trade with frontier communities has never been easier. But that's enough about dirigibles. The Arch of the Dawn awaits. You know what other, there's another actual, group of people in this game that use dirigibles, and the XIV. The Birdmen. Alrighty, I got that one. So, steadily going there. I just gotta get the cabins. I need to get that. So those two are the only ones. Of course, the far left and the far right. That should be all of them. Did we talk to the city of... I don't remember if I did that one or not. Oh, it's the drum. Never mind. Yay, we're at the next part. I want to blow my nose. This is it. The Arch of the Dawn. When the Giants were still here, it was known as the Yogg-Tara Land Gate. But when Papa founded Tulu-Yulao, everyone began using its present name in honor of his great achievement. Through this gate is Koza Mauka, the wetlands south of the city. Depending on what the Rite of Secession asks of us, we might end up going in that direction. Koza Mauka. The name alone is intriguing. Speaking of which, what were those fluffy animals we passed earlier? Ah, those are alpacas, fearsome four-legged fiends. Fearsome? They seem quite placid to me. You'll learn soon enough, Kryle. You'll learn soon enough. But forget the alpacas. I have something far more important to show you. Come along. Hold that thought, Woklamat. I'm gonna go get the Aetherite. Yeah, I just need that one. If you wish to learn the history of Tulu-Yulao, then look no further. These stone pillars, you mean? A saga in stone. What is special about these pillars, if I may ask? At a glance, they might look like ordinary stone decorations, but if you take a really good look, you'll see there's something much more interesting. Take my place in between these two. The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending Duty Finder registrations. Inspect, yes. Their storied history is in a two-part. Pictures and verbal. Pictures? Wait, no, these are glyphs. They seem to tell a series of stories, many of them featuring a two-headed mamulja. Oh, then this must be... That's right. It follows the exploits of my father, Gulu Jaja, and his journey to unite our lands. We call it the Tuliolal Saga. The deeds he performed and the bonds he forged are all immortalized in stone. Fun fact, it's not immortalized. Eventually it wears down. There's no better way to learn how Tuliolal came to be. Study them as long as you like. This pillar tells the lay of the Brotherhood. It depicts the scene where Papa granted an audience to the foreign explorer, Ket something. I can never remember the name. You mean Ketenram? Ah, that's the one. Ketenram's arrival in Tural is what prompted Papa to embark on his own journey. It's said the two grew to be close friends, brothers in spirit if not in blood. But no one knows what became of the explorer in later years. Ketenram's disappearance is a mystery in Eorzea as well. The records say he traveled between our lands and yours for a while, but then it's assumed he was lost at sea. Assumed, but not confirmed. Here we have the Lay of Reeds. This is the story of when Papa visited the Hanuhanu in their village in Kozamoaqua. Ah, the people Elfano almost mistook for Vanu, if not for the colorful plumage. He spent a fair bit of time among the Vanu in the Sea of Clouds, so it's no surprise he took an interest in your countrymen. I don't know how it is with your Vanu, but our Hanu are a bright and cheerful sort. They held this one festival every year, very famous and a lot of fun. This one recounts the Lay of Repast. As you can probably tell, the figure depicted here is of the Gibral, like me. For decades, the Gibral and the Mamulja were at war for control of the forest of Yaktel. The actions Papa took to end that conflict have since been hailed as the first steps in the founding of Tuliolal. There is a clan of Hrothgar and Boja known as Helians. In their society, the women rule as queens, and the men serve as devoted subjects. Yet here in Tural, Gibral men and women appear to be of equal status. How dramatically culture can vary with location. Let's see. This one is the Lay of Pots, which depicts the moblins of Kozamauka. Jesus. They might wear odd masks and sound weirdly muffled when they talk, but the gold and silver work they sell is the best you'll find anywhere. Moblin goods are the standard when it comes to gift giving. Clearly the Vanu aren't the only people with distant Turali counterparts. If you're done with the first half, we can move on to the second. No, not yet. Not ready to move on yet? That's fine. I don't mind retelling the stories. Speak with Wuklamat to view the second half of the pillars. Oh, never mind. If you're done with the first half, we can move on to the second. I wanted to stop just to talk to her. I didn't know that she was the skip to the second part. Okay. The Lay of Gold. This pillar shows one of the Pelu Pelu whose homeland is in Urkapacha. Having created our currency, the Pelu are rightfully known as the merchant clan. They oversee Tuliulal's markets, and their traveling peddlers are a common sight no matter where you go in Tural. Don't let their size fool you. They might be mistaken as children, but beneath those beaked masks, they are clever and calculating traders. Un momento, por favor. Ah, stupid allergies, I hate them. Oh, this one is my favorite, The Lay of Ice. It depicts the battle with the legendary Tural Vidral, Valagarmanda. I should explain. A Tural Vidral is a creature that has lived far beyond its usual lifespan and awakened to preternatural power. Valagarmanda itself was dubbed the Sky Ruin, a name earned for the destruction and terror it visited upon Tural every time it stirred from its slumber. But 80 years or so ago, its ruinous reign was brought to an end. After a great struggle, Papa and his comrades managed to overcome the raging Vidral and sealed it away in the Arkapacha Mountains. Despite its reputation, however, Valagarmanda is also a symbol of power. That's why you'll see its likeness on Tuliulal's national emblem and adorning the banners at the palace. Ah, the Lay of Proof. That big fellow is of the Yakoi, the largest of Tural's peoples. These giants once used their great size and strength to establish a dominion encompassing all of Yak Tural. Having brought the southern reaches to heel, they then turned northward, setting their sights on Jak Tural. You'll recall that massive bridge they built beyond the Skygate. Sometime after launching their northern campaign, however, they just gave up. They abandoned the lands they conquered and withdrew into the mountains of Urkapacha. I've never even seen any of their kind so much as set foot in the city. This was a people with the power and resourcefulness to raise a temple on a mountaintop and build a bridge across the sea with stone. What would move them to renounce their ambitions and their place in Turali history? Something significant. Oh, this one is unmarked. Papa says he left a blank pillar for the next chapter to the Yulal's history, whatever that might be. Had your fill of history, then? Yes, thank you. Maybe one more look. Nah, we're done. Glad to hear it. You know, I feel awfully hungry all of a sudden. No surprises there, seeing I couldn't keep anything down for a while. But now I think I'm ready to eat again. So let's go and have ourselves a bit of a local delicacy. Come, I'll take you to the best restaurant in the city. I like the sound of that. Alright, so I got that one. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run over here right fast, and then I'll port back. Because I want to get the whole Ethernet.